This is an extraordinary time to be alive. It's an age where literally anything is possible with AI, and we're here to make it a reality in real estate. Guys, I'm really excited to introduce to you somebody I'm really, man, I'll tell you what, Gil Ramos, the leader of the world's first AI certified team, Team Great, brokered by eXp Realty. What is going on, Gil?
Hey man, this is a glorious day today, man. It's amazing to be uh on the cutting edge with you and your team. And you guys have been so amazing, helping us kind of just go through all of there's just so much going on, like really
Yeah.
focus on the AI that improves the consumer experience, improves the agent experience, and just leads to more communications, more profitability, more conversion, everything we actually want, right? Having
Yeah.
those tools at our fingertips, but also how to utilize them because there's just so much noise that you can just get lost. I feel like if you're a brand new agent again and you're like trying to figure out what you want to do, just really focusing on the things that are dollar productive activities with an
Yeah.
AI resource at your side and being able to use that, man, it's been a game changer for me and my team.
Man, I love it. And I'll tell you what, we're going to touch on that too, especially the consumer experience, because I think a lot of times when we talk about AI, it's all about how do you generate more leads and get yourself out of seats? What about providing a better service for your consumer? Before we get into that, man, Gil, you have been on fire these last couple of weeks, man. You had that huge event with Brent Gove down in Orlando, and then you flew to New York, and then you rang the bell at NAS. Like, talk to me about what was it like for you ringing the bell at NASDAQ to open up the markets?
Yeah, first off, I got to give a shout out to Leo Pareja, who is the first Latino CEO to ring the bell in the Homes District. And being able
Wow.
to watch that and being one of the lucky few in our company of, almost 80, 90,000 agents
Yeah.
was an honor, right? And to being
Yeah.
able to go into NASDAQ, go through all the security to kind of see how it goes on and watching the trading and all that stuff like that. And then you see
Yeah.
them showcase like the world watch. I watched the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 countdown and Kramer
Yeah.
was on the screen and Mad Money, and then they announce us, and we're there, and we're just pumped up, super excited because
Yeah.
XP is not only the number one brokerage in the world,
Woo.
but they are definitely redefining what real
Yeah.
estate should have been forever, right?
Yeah.
This collaboration, this unity of leaders, and we have this concept of being,
Yeah.
one big fire. Like, we all, I think, for many many years, agents were kind of separated, right? So this guy's
Yeah.
doing something great this time, but they're not sharing, right? And that wasn't good for the consumer because we weren't exponentially getting better. What EXP
Mm.
invented that exponential mindset to help agents be able to share and collaborate. So we have one big powerhouse energy to be able to do things that we should have been able to do from the beginning. So, I almost feel like it's unfair
Yeah.
too. It's an unfair advantage that EXP has because they got so many incredible people. This is where pros go to grow,
Yeah.
but it's just the collaboration, the understanding of that we all share in the stock, and the
Yeah.
stock is an incredible gift that I'm going to do real estate anyway. But why not have a little piece on the side that's building wealth for my family, that allows me to have, just some security and things of that nature. I'm going to still sell real estate every single day. We're still going to go out there and do what we do,
Yeah.
getting the best property for the best price for the best protection. But now having that extra little tool in there and having the backing of an incredible company, it's just
Yeah.
been an incredible journey. And I've worked for all the brands, to be honest with you. I can tell you my experiences with all of them. But the truth of
Yeah.
the matter is, like, what I'm most excited about EXP is what's coming tomorrow,
Mm.
the next day, and the next day, because we've got visionaries. We've got people in this company right now that are, not just ringing the bell, which makes,
Yeah.
I mean, how
Yeah.
many companies even get to do that, right? But I'm talking about like just opening up a new era. I mean, we've
Yeah.
opened up, our tools and resources to all the other MLSs, our agreements, stuff like that, and say, hey, look, just we don't even care if you're with us, but share in the opportunity, share in the
Yeah.
technology, share in the resources, so we can all do better, make it even better business for every real estate agent. So I'm excited about that. I mean, and
Yeah.
then our team Great, Gil Ramos, Expert Advisors team,
Yeah.
inside of that business makes our business better than it's ever been.
Man, I'll tell you what, I think that's one thing that I really admire about the company EXP is it's the law of abundance. Look, it's making the entire industry better. It's just good for all agents who are involved. And if it's good for the homeowner, it's good for the real estate industry. And some things that you talked about too is just like innovation and where true visionaries go. And I'll tell you what, AI, this is undeniable where the world is going. And I believe this is the time for true visionaries to really step up. So, like, can you bring back to the time when you first take a look at AI and said, your mind was blown, and you knew as a leader of real estate team, leader of people that you had to do something about this?
Yeah, Tony Robbins talks about like trends, and you just don't buck the trend, right?
Mm,
You can try to push all you want against the trend, but the power of many will push against you, and it'll
yeah.
just leave you on the ground. And it was a couple of years ago when my kids kind of got into this little rhythm of like, let's see how smart dad is. And we go out there and we basically Google information and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
come upstairs and ask me this bizarre question, right? And then one day I saw him do it to my wife, and I realized he wasn't Googling, he was ChatGPT, right?
Wow.
And what was happening, the difference between Google and ChatGPT, and this is why I'll never use Google again. I'll never use
Yeah.
Bing again. I'll never search for information because he wasn't just getting information and words. I feel like that's so elementary. That's what we used
Mm,
to do all the time. That's why we used to go to factories called schools, is to learn and dates and information. He was
yeah.
understanding, right? He was
Mm,
going in there and getting depth of knowledge within seconds by going through ChatGPT and just going through there and experiencing wisdom, knowledge,
mm.
experience, and then coming down and just kind of like going like this. Hey, Dad, what do you think really happened in the Civil War? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah. What?
what are you doing, right? So like, and it was just like he was just compressing information into it, and I was like, oh my god, this is the future,
Yeah.
right? Here's my at that time 8-year-old son going through there and getting a competitive advantage. No, an unfair advantage of a 52-year-old guy who's gone through school, who's gone through college, gone through
Yeah.
like life experiences, but he's catching up at a rate that is just unbelievable, right? And
It's
then
so good.
I was like, you know what? Give me that. And it wasn't the first time I've learned from a child. I mean, the
Yeah,
reality,
yeah.
they're just quick and they go through there. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get my unfair advantage too.
Yeah.
And we made a commitment last year to upgrade, but we didn't just want to have a regular upgrade. I didn't want to upgrade 10%, 20%, 50%. I didn't even want to double or triple, right? That is only what the mind can imagine based on the experiences we've had. We wanted
Mhm.
exponential growth, and we knew that partnering with a trend. I don't even think trend is almost it's almost like insulting calling AI as a
A
trend. So
little bit. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to say that anymore.
Yeah.
Partnering with the future, with the exponential future that using AI, partnering with Krem Institute for my team was the only thing that we wanted. We wanted to create a new standard of growth. We wanted to create a new possibility of legacy for our families, and we were going to partner with the future.
Man, I think that's the perfect word that uses exponential because what we're dealing with is technology unlike anything that we have ever seen before. Family, people, if you're watching right now, this is not technology like you've known it before. Technology and the way things worked were linear because it was all based on what the human mind can comprehend and build and grow. And we think linearly. AI thinks exponentially. They get some of the smartest people in the room and they say, where is AI going to be in 6 months or a year? They got 300 of the smartest AI engineers and people in the room. And you know what they said, Gil? We have no idea because now AI is surpassing what the human mind can even comprehend. So, what we
Mhm.
are dealing with is exponential technology, which also comes with exponential disruption and exponential opportunities along with that as well. And I think that's a great thing that, what we're doing with the Krem Institute, what we're doing with Team Great is we're not just focusing on how do you generate more leads and get in front of more people? How
That's
do you
easy.
provide a how do you
That
provide a better, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, we got to think way deeper than that, right? And we've seen AI work for us. Like you've been on Instagram and you bought something that you had no
Yeah.
desire to buy, but you had a desire because the algorithm and the AI already knew your buying habits. They already know where you've driven to. They've already known what you've clicked on. They know where your attention is and how to
Yeah.
put that. Now imagine in your real estate business, as you're working with sellers, trying to get them the best property get the best price with the best protection, right? You're able to talk to consumers in a way where you don't have to talk to them as much, but you can infiltrate their desires because the desires have already been exposed to AI, and then find out who of them has the most propensity to buy that property, and
Yeah.
deliver the conversation at the perfect time to be able to bring a contract into your seller and make both parties get exactly what they want. That's what AI has allowed us to do. Is be able to get our sellers what they want, get the buyers what they want faster and more efficiently than we've ever imagined before.
And I'll tell you what, it is about the homeowner. At the end of the day, family, that's what it always comes down to. What is best for the homeowner? Because let's face it, here's the simplest way I like putting it to people. What is more valuable? And what does the homeowner deem as more valuable? A car or a car with AI? Which one is more valuable? A laptop or a laptop with AI? A real estate agent or a real estate agent who knows how to use AI? Which one is more valuable? Which one provides a better service? Which one can actually spend more time with their client and less time behind a computer? Agents with AI.
Listen, if you are an agent out there, I always say there's three things, especially when I'm hiring newer agents or agents who are coming into business right now. You need skill, will, and schedule, right? You need to
Mm,
be able to have skill, which maybe you don't have that, and maybe you just need to learn that, and we can help you with that, right? You need to have the willpower, the resilience to kind of go
mm,
through this business and learn all the time. And by the way, if you're not learning at any given time, you're getting left behind. So being on AI certified team allows you to be in growth mode, right? And we all know that progress makes happiness, and being able to grow means life, right? If you're not growing, you're dying, right? And then
yep.
the other thing is the schedule, right? And being able to not just unlock an unlimited schedule, being much more efficient with your schedule, being able to focus on the things that really move the needle, and rather than just wasting time, right?
Yeah.
Because we also have to have in our calendar, our spouses, our kids, our hobbies, and everything else, and working out, and doing the right things, and just some creative time, and some time with your creator, and all those things. So the time that we have to serve our client to the highest level has to be precious, it has to be efficient, and we
Mm,
need to be able to do that, at an amazing level, not just say, simple traditional level that the traditional agent works at, right?
yeah.
So being an AI certified team unlocks your full potential, the potential you didn't actually know you had. We've been super excited. It's actually, we created almost like a giddy momentum in our team and our
Yeah. Yeah.
environment, as we're kind of just in each stage is unlocking a piece of it. And I know what you're probably thinking, right? Man, I barely know how to use Instagram and stuff like that.
Yep.
I don't know how to use Canva, stuff like that. The beauty behind this, it's simple. The beauty behind this is you're
Yes.
doing it together, right? And when you do something together, it's different because you get to see how other people do things and how they experience it. And like one of my favorite things is just to have a conversation with my ChatGPT and just do it out loud and kind of show people
Yeah.
how I walk to ChatGPT, just a regular tone and conversation, and just let them experience. And once people start seeing that, you start like, well, how else could I use this, right? What else could I do? Like, and then you start looking at like gadgets and stuff like that.
Everything.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with these
These glasses.
kinetic glasses, and being able to just talk to
Yeah.
my AI as I'm talking. It's like, what am I looking at right now? Tell me more about that. When was this
Mhm.
building built? What are the trends in this area, right? Or just being able to just talk on my phone, and just becoming a market expert and going deeper for the consumer, right? As I'm working with a buyer or working with a seller, information is great,
Mm.
but being able to have that information in a way that's applicable to your buyer and seller to enhance the buying or selling experience, man, that's pretty cool, man. That's something that we only desire
Yeah.
every single day, to be just a little bit better. And with this tool, we can be not just a little bit better, but exponentially better.
And I think one thing you touched on too that I don't want people to gloss over is just I want people to take a step back from what's happening right now with Chat GPT and AI and all these tools and just have more of an overview of what's happening. You have a 24/7 employee that works for you without question, never talks back, doesn't forget your training. We've all seen the movies where this really smart person has this AI employee that they get to talk to and work with. And it's like, man, if I had that, of course, I'd be Iron Man too. Well, here it is. You
Right.
have the opportunity where you can literally set dinner dates through Chat GPT now and literally just say, hey, I want to set a dinner date during this time. Can you go do that for me? It will go online, set that all up for you. When you're talking about different ways that you can incorporate it into your life, this is so much more than just a tool. This is quite literally your greatest collaborator, the perfect employee that you've always dreamed of. And it just comes down to, are you going to take over with this and take action with it, or are you going to run away from it? And unfortunately, most people are running away. But what I love about what you're doing with Team Great is now you made the decision as the leader to run right at this and to now build a community where the only team, they're exclusive in Central Florida. to be an AI certified team. There's only one place in Central Florida you can go to become an AI certified agent, and that is with Team Great. And they are building a community of people who are not scared of the future. They're excited about the opportunities. So, can you speak to a little bit about that culture that's now kind of being built? We just launched this last week, and you're already telling me these agents are just excited to take over with this.
Yeah, listen, I think if you are the type of agent and you realize that well, you're doing some good stuff and you're doing some things that you're proud of and you got some Zillow reviews and things of that nature, but you know that there's more in the tank and you know that you
Mm,
take pride in delivering a great experience to the consumer, but you don't have all the tools, resources, and support that you need to get to that next level and the next level and next level, and you can't see yourself one day retiring out of this business in the next 5 to 10 years, then you owe it to yourself, to your family, to give me a call, to reach out to us, hit me up on DM, however you want to. Smoke screens, I see them outside the window. Like if that's what you're like, it doesn't matter. And by the way, you're old, young, blue, purple, doesn't really matter. Everyone can grow, right? And I truly believe that. And, I would have never imagined growing up in the Bronx. I was just passing my old neighborhood in Queens too.
yeah.
Um, that I would one day be leading the first AI certified team in the world. I never imagined that we would be helping
Yeah.
people find financial freedom and just doing the things that make people happy, right? And that's prosperity, and that's growth, and I just want to experience. I just want to share that with other people, right? If you're the right person, because you know in your heart that that you've got more to give to the consumer, you've got more to prove. I'd love to talk to you about what that looks like, right? I'd love to put you in a position where you can actually be part of a community and we smile and we laugh and we have fun and we cry too. I mean, like some of these, yeah, if you're not crying sometimes. I don't know who you are,
Yeah.
but like we fight for stuff. We want to
Yeah.
win. We want to be able to do something that's special, right? We want to change the way that people even think about real estate. If you want to be part of a team like that, I invite you to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Gil Ramos Life. Gil Ramos Life on Instagram, or you can just, you just Google Gil Ramos. You're going to get my phone number,
Right.
go on my calendar,
Yeah.
what have you.
GPT Gil Ramos. I'm sure you
Yeah,
got
you
some
can catch me
information on there too. Yeah.
So, like, the reality is that any way you want to find me, I'd love to sit down with you and talk to you about and really give you a blueprint for the growth that this real estate market needs, because you're either part of this trend
Yep.
or you're being pushed away. And
Absolutely.
let me just tell you, this power of this river, the force of this ocean that's going to be pushing against you, it's going to wash you against the shore. And I
Yep.
hate to see you working at Walmart, and it's going to happen fast, and it's going to be, it's going to be just brutal. To be honest with you, I feel like this is a time where you have to make a decision. You cannot mess
Do.
around with this decision. Right now, you have to be thinking to yourself, if I don't jump on this, and by the way, don't tiptoe in this. Don't think like
Nope.
I'm just gonna go log in today and see, seems to learn. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube video. You need to be immersed in this, right? Tony Robbins talks about if you want to learn something, you must be 100% immersed in bathing
Mm.
daily in the operational business that you want to desire, right? So being in that community of winners, being in part of an environment that's built for people like you to get to that next level, I would do that today. I would not mess around with this. I would look at your wife and your husband, or your significant other, or yourself right in the mirror and say to yourself, today's the day that I'm taking the decision to exponentially grow my business.
Here's the reality, family. You did not build your real estate business to be taken out by something coming as obvious as AI. We all know it is coming, but you just have to make a decision. Are you going to do something about this? Get ahead of this, get around an environment of people who are taking over with this, or are you going to be like most people who run away, get caught in the storm, and end up at Walmart until Walmart gets AI robots to do that job too? Look, this is a world changing event. Life as we know it will not look the same after this. Every industry in the world is going through changes. And if you think real estate is any different, then you're just being naive. What we're doing is look, I don't have all the answers. Nobody in the world has all the answers anymore. And that's what's going to get a lot of people scared about this. But what we do have is we have visionaries, and we're surrounded by a group of people who are dedicated to figuring out. My team, the Krem Institute, has a full staff figuring this out 24/7 and providing simple solutions for real estate agents And now there's only one place in all of Central Florida you can become an AI certified agent. By joining Team Great, you can join that community of people who aren't scared about what's coming. We're excited. We're taking over.
By the way, let me give a shout out to your team, man, especially
Yeah.
Chad. Chad's been
Chad,
incredible.
dude, Chad's a
Chad's been
money.
somebody that my team's been able to talk to and really kind of get questions. At first, I'll be honest with you, Nick, I thought
Yeah.
Chad was not real. I thought there was some AI that you had built in because he was too responsive, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
your team has been incredible in the onboarding. Let me just tell you, let me speak to you right now. If you're an agent who's on a team, stay on your team. Talk to your team leader about doing this. If he wants to reach out to me, I'll be happy to kind
Yeah.
of give him the insight. I know this is going to be something that not everybody's going to be able to get. You're going to have to qualify for it,
Yeah.
and you got some vigorous background that you've got to go through to see if you might be the right team leader to also be an AI certified team in different markets. You'll have exclusivity and things of that nature. But I would tell you is like, do it, do it. I've done a lot of tools, I've done a lot of resources. This is not a CRM. This is not
Yeah.
a lead generation system. This is nothing like you've ever done before. This is a
Yeah.
community of winners. This is the future. This is something that you could do that can immediately impact the community, the culture of your team, and also the results.
Mm.
So if you're a team, if you're an agent on a team, talk to your team leader. If you're a team
Yep.
leader, talk to Nick, talk to me. I'd love to help you with you, right?
Yep.
There's space for everyone in this world. I mean, the reality is like we can no longer think about anything but abundance, right? That's what this
Mm.
new tool, this new
Yes.
benefit in the world is giving us. It's a new ideology.
Abundance.
We are no longer real estate agents trying to figure out how we can just take a deal from this person or that person. Forget about those stories, right? Forget about that. Those people will be washed out. There's a there is something that's happening right now that within 1 year or maybe even 6 months, you're going to look back and it'll be too late to catch up. You won't be able to catch up. The growth is happening too fast. I
It
mean, you've
is.
seen what's happened. Like, first off, ChatGPT just came out like a blink ago,
Yeah.
right? And now it's on everybody's cell phone, right? We've watched in my generation things like the internet happen and think to myself, man, I should have jumped into that whole Facebook when it first came out, right? I should have done this. I should have that. Do not be a lifetime of regrets. Make one decision to elevate, to use something that can propel you to the future and give you an unfair advantage. If you're an agent in the marketplace and you'd like to learn about being part of Team Great, you're in the Central Florida area, look, I'd love to have coffee with you. I'd love to be able to sit down with you and kind of share with you the blueprint. I'll invite you to one of our meetings. Come on over. If you're the right person, you're right, you got the right mindset, and you're a winner in heart, we will teach you the skills to get to the rest.
You're one decision away from completely changing your life. And this next decision might be one of the biggest ones you'll ever have to make. Are you going to get ahead of AI or are you going to let it wash you over?
Yeah.
Gil, the first AI certified team in the world. Really excited to be rolling this out with you guys. Like I said, the exclusive team in all of Central Florida. If you guys want to reach out to him, it is invite only. Reach out to Gil Ramos.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I don't leave you guys with this. You guys already know this. If you're in this business already, speed kills, right?
Yep.
Speed kills all deals, right? The decision you're waiting about, someone else is already deciding about. So
Yep.
make a decision right now to elevate your business, to be able to offer your consumer an even greater experience, and let's be great.
Hey, and money moves towards difference. Exclusive differentiation. And I'll tell you what, if you're going up against an AI certified agent, I'm just going to tell you good luck because we got an undeniable advantage.
Absolutely. It's great to be with you, man.